Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're back, man. Listen, if you haven't had an opportunity to watch Captain America: The Winter Soldier, man, stop listening now. Major spoilers, man. Here we go. I just watched the first 10 minutes of this movie, or what we think is the 10 minutes of the movie that's online right now via this looks like a Russian website or something. The link is in the description box, obviously, and man, it's I don't even know what to say. Gosh, man, it's oh my. It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Like, it's so good. Like, I was worried, man, because they showed a lot. They showed, like, I don't know, it looked like it showed, like, 50 minutes of the movie, man, yesterday during, Marvel's, assembling a, universe. And I got worried, man. I was so worried, man. And I think that just happens like every single time that a movie comes out, man. Because obviously, since Iron Man 3, and the disappointment that is Iron Man 3, and then Thor: The Dark World was also a disappointment. I've only watched Iron Man 3 once, and I watched Thor: The Dark World once. So I was a little hesitant, man. I was like, oh man, hopefully, this losing streak that Marvel's having right now doesn't continue with my favorite Avenger. You know what I'm saying? You guys already know, man. It's Captain America and it's the Incredible Hulk. Those are the two Avengers that I absolutely am a fan of. Period, man. Those are the best ones. There's hands down. There's no better story, especially with Captain America and just that American dream, that whole entire just American vibe to it. It's just nothing but dopeness, man. And then the Incredible Hulk, obviously, because he's smashing everything, man. Smashing holes on the ground. I absolutely think this is the best Marvel film. Period, man. Hands down. Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I'm going for it. I'm saying it right now. There we go, man. There we go right there. This thing starts out in Washington, D.C., man, okay? And you have the Falcon, man, and Captain America, man. They're doing like PT, and the captain is just running laps around this dude. You know what I'm saying? Captain's just boom, lap, 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 lap. You know what I'm saying? But as he's coming by and he's running past Falcon, man, who's really not Falcon yet, he says, on your left. And he says it like 3 or 4 times, man. And until, you know what I'm saying, the Falcon is like, don't say that again. And then Cap says it again, to give you that, comedic relief, like, Marvel's always good for. And then after that, they introduce you to the Falcon. They introduce you to some hilarious insight to Captain America's life, where he's writing down all these little things that that people are telling him to either check out, look up, etc., man. And he has a list, and on his list, man, I'm telling you, it says, I Love Lucy, television, moon landing, Berlin Wall, up and down, Steve Jobs, Apple, disco, Thai food, Star Wars. Now, Star Wars has a cross through it. It has like an X. And then the next, it looks like there's a slash. It looks like maybe Star Trek. I think that's kind of what it looks like it's saying. But Star Wars already has a slash to it. Nirvana, band, Rocky. And then it says Rocky something, you really can't see it. And then after that, he puts down, starts writing down the song that Falcon gave to him. Okay, so that's just absolutely hilarious, man. I thought I couldn't stop laughing when I saw that. And then taking a screen print and actually seeing those names of those shows. I mean, it's just, oh my gosh, man. I can just who writes this stuff, man? Who writes this, man? Marvel's on a roll right now, man. Okay, anyway, continuing on, man. They take you back into one of Shield's helicrafts that they do their missions out of, and they're going on a mission. You have Captain America, Black Widow, and her team. They start introducing you to the whole entire team. I'm not going to go into that because I really don't want to spoil that. I have the names written down, all that good stuff, man. But we just need to talk about that. Nobody's worrying about those dudes. Those dudes are pretty much like SEAL Team 6, just to kind of give you, I guess some pointers too, and kind of say, okay, what are these guys? They're like SEAL Team 6, man. They go out there and they destroy people, and they're silent, man. And that's something I need to talk about. Captain America, man, has obviously been training, since the end of Avengers, and he's silent, man. Like a stealth ninja polar bear silent, man. Like it's crazy. Like, this dude takes off, man. He jumps out of the helicarrier, whatever it's called, man. The little vehicle, little aircraft. Jumps out the back with no parachute, dives into the ocean, comes out of the ocean, man, comes up through the anchor, gets up there, and as soon as he touches ground, like, he kills this dude instantly, snaps his neck, done. All right, And then after that, he starts running around full speed around the side of the boat, man. And any person that he sees, any bad guy, any enemy, any threat, they're taken out within seriously. If you blink your eyes, if you blink, you're gonna miss it. I had to rewind like 4 times because this dude tossed his shield. Listen to this. Tossed his shield while snapping this dude's neck. The shield goes and bounces around like a pinball machine. Starts hitting these dudes. He snaps another dude's neck, kung fu kicks a dude in the chest. While his shield is still bouncing around, his shield comes back to him, grabs it, takes off running again. Then all of a sudden he's on the side. You know, if you ever seen, I guess, Captain Phillips, which I haven't seen, I'll never watch that movie. But Captain Phillips has this, one of those humongous boats. It's one of those boats. Or if you've seen Resident Evil, it's the exact same boat. Or if you've seen Escape Plan, it's the exact same boat. So, just kind of, showing you some references, okay? If you need to go watch those movies, go watch those and check them out. It's that big of a boat, man. It's one of those big old, humongous ship boats, man, that have cargo and stuff on there. And he runs down the side, man. And there's this guy there that seriously, he doesn't see him coming, man. The guy has his back turned towards him. Now, the whole entire time, the camera's panned back. It's panned back from a distance. I'd say like maybe half a mile away where you can really see the entire boat and see this little tiny Captain America running across the bottom of it. And then after that, he runs through this dude like a linebacker. Like, seriously, the dude was probably like smoking a cigarette or something. Captain America's like, yo, you're done, B. Game over, man. Welcome to America, or something like that. And he just smashes through him, man. Ting! And he goes over the side of the side of the ship, man. Keeps on running, man. And after that, he comes into contact, man, with his last little group of people, man. Snaps this dude's elbow, grabs this other dude's leg, rips it over his head, jumps up in the air, kicks this dude in the chest. The dude lands on his head, on his back, jumps on his head. And then after that, this other dude, he throws his shield at this one guy. The dude hits his head on the wall, and then above him is this fire alarm, or which either a fire alarm or a warning system. It looked like a fire alarm. And as he's trying to reach for it, Captain America takes this knife that he got from this other guy that he just killed, and then tosses this knife at this dude's hand, sticks into his hand, and the dude makes this ridiculously crazy sound out of his. He's like, ah! I don't know what, or whoever was responsible for putting that sound clip in there. But you absolutely gonna die laughing. And I think they did that for a reason, because there was so much violence within the span of 45 seconds to a minute. There's so much violence that you're kind of thrown off for a little bit. You're like, whoa, is this Captain America or is this Man of Steel? Shout out to Man of Steel, best movie of the century. Go watch that movie. Then all of a sudden, man, he finishes his job. He finishes kicking that dude's head. He actually kicks his head so hard that it snaps his neck. And then after that, there's this guy, one guy left that he didn't, take out yet. And the guy's like, freeze. And he's like, what are you doing here? And then this other guy that's still, the SEAL Team 6 is jumping out of the plane as all that stuff is happening. And then they finally, land on the ship. And then he shoots the guy and saves Captain America. And he's like, hey, at least I can help with that. And then after that, they go to Black Widow's scene, man. And Black Widow, I don't even know what to say about this. She's so smooth, man. She's so gangster. She's so dirty, so sick. It's just crazy, man. She has these little, how do you want to say, electronic wrist little bands on, man, that she could shock your neck with, man, if she punches you, okay? And, they definitely did some improvements, man, as far as, taking the comic book material, placing it back into Black Widow and making her just an immediate threat and a badass, man. She is on her A game inside of this movie, man. And she goes downstairs inside of the cargo bay, and then she starts just kicking these dudes' ass, man. Breaking them in half. It doesn't make any sense what's happening, but it's happening, man. She jumps on this dude's back, okay? Captain America's like, hey, you got this place secure or whatever? And she's like, give me a second. She runs over there, shocks this dude in the neck, takes him out, does a backflip, somersault, and then kicks this other dude with a cartwheel kick. Then the other dude grabs onto her that comes around the corner. She, brings her head back, hits him in his chin. Then after that, turns around, elbow strike. Grabs his head, knee to the face, flips this dude over, like breaks him in half with like this. I don't know, it was like a suplex somersault kick. Just crazy, yeah. And after that, she takes this, and then listen to this, man. She wasn't done yet. There's one more guy, and the guy didn't see her coming, man. She just takes off running so fast, and she's silent too. That's the thing. Everything's like stealth, man. It's like a stealth mission going on here. She takes this string, man, All right, this almost like this strangling rope, if you will, and she wraps it around this dude's neck like 4 times, man. Jumps off. Check this out. Jumps off the staircase and starts like descending down. As she's descending down, she pulls out 2 pistols, man. Pop, 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 pop. Ting, 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 ting. Pop, 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 pop. And she's still hanging on, like the dude's neck is above her on this rope, being strangled to death, being murdered. All right. And then she gets to the bottom, man. She shoots the last dude, and then she lands on top of his body. Well, there's these 2 guys that are down below decks, and they're looking up like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, she pops out with just her arms and pistols, not even looking. Check this out. Not even looking at her targets. How do you do that? You know, like, yo, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, yo. I mean, that was just so dope. She wasn't even looking. Seriously, just takes her arms out, extends her arms, has the pistols in hands, pop, pop, dead, dead, dead. And then that's that she says, yeah, all secure. Yeah. And after that, man, you know, it flips back over to the SEAL Team 6. SEAL Team 6 is going into this room, and they're about to secure this location. And they kind of show you how deadly these dudes are. I don't want to spoil that, though. We're not going to talk about that. I want you guys to have at least something to go look for when you're watching the trailer, or if you are or the first, I guess, teaser 10 minutes, or if you decide to go see Captain America. We won't talk about that. But I will say that how they filmed that scene is ridiculous, because it's a moment. It's a matter of second. If they would have hesitated for 1 second, and that dude would have fell, everything would have been over. The movie would have been over right there. They would have rolled the credits, and they'd have been dead. But they didn't. They didn't hesitate. Mission was accomplished. And after they show you about a good 15 seconds to 20 seconds of footage from the rest of the movie, and I don't know how to feel about that, because I think Nick Fury might die in this movie. I don't know. I'm going with that right now, because I mean, for me, I think Samuel Jackson is getting kind of old, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Let's be real. Yeah, I think either he dies and they bring him back with some of that juice from Agents of Shield, or something else, man. But yes, it's bad, man. It's bad. There's a lot of, I mean, all the hella carriers, man. The Agents of Shield aircraft, man. All of their pretty much. You remember that scene where Bane took Batman's man cave or whatever, blew it up, and then used his weapons against him? That's what's happened in this film, except it's kind of different that they're actually just blowing the stuff up, man. And when they blow it up, obviously it's in the sky, protecting Earth, and after that it comes down, and starts landing on people, man, and buildings, and blows up and all that stuff, man. I really do like how they introduced Falcon's character. I like the change with Captain America. I was kind of hesitant at first, but now after I watched that first 10 minutes, I'm definitely satisfied. The uniform looks sick, looks dirty. It looks dark, man, like a tactical uniform, man. That is about it, man. Once again, man, link is in the description box. It's on this Russian website, man. Make sure you check it out, man. Right here.